case may be, but we'll figure it out. But, so I'm gonna get my phone. You guys want to see my lock screen? I don't know if I've ever showed you guys my lock screen or not. It's a picture of Emma and Kitty Boy. Kitty Boy Calvin. I know, Kitty Girl's like my whole heart. My whole heart. We love Kitty Girl. Anywho, I've got my phone. Oh, do you guys like my ring, by the way? I got it at Spirit Halloween. It's this little diamond skull. And I don't know, I think it's kinda cute.
Show them that fake tattoo that you wore.
Oh, I don't know how to show you guys this, but I also got this like temporary tattoo of a cat, and it has this little moon.
It's actually so cute.
And I think it is the absolute cutest thing in the world. Actually, I think I'm gonna get the same tattoo, like actually tatted in the same spot. I found some stories actually in a BuzzFeed article, and we're just gonna go back and forth reading these stories. So we'll let Emma go first with the first story.
Okay.
You don't have to read like who it's by or anything.
So this girl says, I have an app that records sleep cycles, and if you talk or snore in your sleep, it will record it to play back when you wake up. At 3:30 a.m. last Halloween, you heard me saying, huh, with a man's voice, saying something in the background. I live by myself. Spooky.
Do you guys hear my septum tapping noises? I feel like that's a trigger that I've never seen anybody do. Babe, you should. Emma has her septum pierced too, guys. Everybody, I think everybody's forgotten that her septum is pierced because she does it like flipped up, but
My nose, I'm not gonna pull it out, but it's up there. I have a ball missing.
if you, she has a ball missing. If you guys want a whole septum tapping video, let me know, because maybe I just invented that trigger. Septum tapping. It's in like the same realm as teeth tapping, but like
Read your spooky story.
kind of different. Okay, so I'm gonna go next. When I was younger, my friends and I. Did anybody just like notice me almost catch myself on fire? I completely forgot that there was a flame right there.
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, I really did. Like, almost catch my whole finger on fire. We're gonna talk about it. Anywho, when I was younger, my friends and I went trick-or-treating. We passed a man who stood still with a mask on, holding a lantern. As we passed him, he turned his whole body around us and followed us with his eyes. We were creeped out, but there were plenty of people around. So, we made our way to the next house. My friends and I saw him again as we made our way from house to house, and he seemed to be following us in typical horror story form. He walked so slow we couldn't figure out how he kept up with us. At one house, when we hadn't seen him for a while, we got our candy. As we turned around to walk back to the street, the masked man stood in the road waiting for us.
Spooky.
Immediately, we knocked back on the door and told the owners of the house about it. The masked man continued was kicked on, for those of you that are wondering.
I was in line at a store checking out, and I saw a creepy little clown head decoration. Naturally, I told my friend I hate clowns. I felt a tap on my shoulder, so I turned around, and a clown looked down at me and whispered in my ear, "But we love you." Odd, strange, spooky.
That one wasn't good. I don't know what the fuck that's even supposed to mean.
Are we spooked?
I just can hear something getting louder and louder in the microphone. I think it's just the air conditioner, I'm not completely sure. I know that when we're wearing the headphones, the air conditioner sounds way louder than it is. Because when I'm in post-processing, I never hear the air conditioner in the videos, so I can never tell how loud something really is until I watch it back. Because I have to edit the whole audio for all of our videos. It's
Sorry if I keep yawning. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know. Emma was literally asleep on the couch and I was like, okay, you ready to film?
Yeah. That's not a very satisfying noise.
It really isn't. ASMR and dabs. Submitted. Oh, I guess I shouldn't read that. Okay. On to the next one. For as long as I can remember, I've had an irrational fear of Michael Myers from the Halloween movies. I was out driving to pick up a friend on Halloween night, and I stopped at a red light. I was in the third car from the front when someone dressed in one of the best Michael Myers costumes ever emerged from the first car with a massive knife. He casually walked up to the car in front of us and started banging on the windshield and doors, trying to get into the car. I absolutely freaked out. The light eventually turned green, and I sped off as fast as I could. I have no doubt in my mind that I would have run that person down if they got in my way. I don't really know why that was.
That was spooky.
That one was spooky.
Really big.
I know, I was gonna say, I feel like that one didn't make much sense, but whatever.
Last year, I went trick-or-treating and I rang on the doorbell of this one house. No one answered, but the light was on, so of course I rang it again. Through the door window, I saw an old lady peeking through. The creepy part was her nails looked like a wolf's claws, and her big dog was growling. The lady literally barked at her dog, and it stopped. She stared at me with her beady eyes, and I ran.
I was 14 years old at a Halloween party with some friends and my older brother. We had all decided to play this game from Brazil, similar to Ouija. At one point, I said it was complete bullshit and claimed that my friend moved the pin and made the whole thing up. He then let go of the pin and it started moving by itself. I went from happy to absolutely dead. The spirit, or whatever the thing was, introduced himself as Machado and claimed he was killed in an electric chair for murdering his family. But before he was killed, he was tortured and someone cut off his feet. The spirit said he wanted my feet, and he proceeded to describe my clothes and shoes. He said he'd cut them off next time I took a shower. Oh, that's so creepy. I was completely scared, and as you can imagine, I didn't take a shower for weeks. Okay.
When I was in college, my friend and I went to a creek where other kids would hang out and have a few beers. The creek was in the woods and down a long brush-filled path. When it came time for us to leave at around 2:00 a.m., we started walking down that long path. We were a quarter of the way down when we saw someone just standing in the path about 200 feet away. We could only see the silhouette of a man standing. We stopped and waited for him to move, but he suddenly took off into the woods. Needless to say, we were scared shitless and went back to the creek.
I missed that whole story because Chanel just went balls to the fucking walls over there. Like, on her back hind legs. Like, she's going insane.
Boring story.
Okay, this one is really short.
You're on 8.
Yeah. I was walking in my backyard and saw a man hanging from the clothesline. I did a double take and looked back, but he was gone. That is the story. The end.
I feel like that's just one of those, like, double takes that you do. You know what I mean?
Right, like,
When you think that you saw something, and so you go back fast.
right, like, I don't feel like that's like a spooky story. That's just some shit that I do all the time. Oh my god, wait. What? It's pouring out of his eyes. What? It is literally pouring out of his eyes, like, as we speak.
Let me see. I can't see.
I thought it was gonna, like, it's like all happening so fast. Like, the whole brain just opened and suddenly it's bloody inside of the, I can't show you guys any of this, but like, go buy this candle at your local Walmart for $4.98 and you'll experience how fucking cool this candle is.
Okay.
That is a pretty gnarly candle.
Am I reading?
Yeah.
I was standing in bed trying to sleep when I heard scratching at my closet door. I figured it was my cat, so I ignored it. Then I realized she was lying next to my feet and the door started creaking. I tried to convince myself that the door was just making house sounds, and I snuggled my cat to calm me down. The door then opened by itself and slowly creaked open like some generic horror movie. I panicked and held onto my cat for dear life before running to the opposite side of the room to turn on the light. My light was left on for about a week after that.
Okay. I studied abroad in England with my friends, and one Halloween we decided to go to a supposedly haunted pub. We heard a story at the pub about a young pickpocketer who died there, and our guests at the pub would often feel someone tugging on their pants or jackets. My friends and I had a pretty normal experience at the pub. We went into the haunted bathroom instead of the haunted bar, but we didn't have any particularly paranormal experiences. However, on our way home, I noticed there was something in the pocket of my jacket. Now mind you, my pockets were empty, and I kept my jacket next to me the entire night. I opened the pocket to discover a small hole in the lining of my jacket, in which was a butter knife from the haunted pub. I was entirely freaked out. I asked my friends repeatedly if it was a joke, and they all denied it. My jacket was relatively new, and since it was on my chair the entire night, I would have definitely noticed if someone ripped a hole and shoved a knife in it. That is so weird. Okay, we're almost done. You guys, a couple more. I think we have like 4 more stories.
When I was 12. Oh, wait. years old at around 7:30 p.m. on Halloween. My best friend and I were home alone watching The Nightmare Before Christmas when someone knocked on the window. The curtains were closed and some of our neighborhood friends lived a few doors down, so we didn't think much of it. Eventually, we decided to open our curtains just in case they came back. Everything was normal until about 30 minutes later when there was another knock on the door. We both turned around just in time to see the back end of a Scream costume walking away. We thought it was one of our friends playing a prank on us, so we ignored it and continued watching the movie. The next day, we called our friends who we thought pulled the prank, and it turned out they were visiting their grandma and weren't home at all on Halloween. We never figured out who was in the costume.
In university, I lived in what was called the Village, which was essentially a bunch of flat-styled houses for students out in the bush. 4 of my friends and I were watching a scary movie in the TV room with the lights off, and at one point, I felt the hairs on my back. I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I turned my head slightly from my place on the couch to see the silhouette of a bearded man just standing in the doorway watching us. He was older, ragged, and definitely not a student. I was frozen in terror, but I didn't want to scream to scare everyone else, so I closed my eyes and waited a few seconds to open them when I felt calm. The door was clear.
A guy fell from a wall above the lot I was parked in, snapped his neck on the hood of my truck, and died. The spooky part was that I ominously predicted it, saying, "The only way someone can hit me in this spot is from right or from above." Later, I was giving my contact information to a cop with bloody gloves next to a corpse.
The last story. Back in high school, I was hanging out in the schoolyard with some friends during lunch. One of my buddies spotted a roll of duct tape in the grass and decided to throw it in the air. By complete fluke, it hit a crow in the neck, causing it to fall to the ground in pain. My friend started crying when he realized what happened. The sun immediately went away and storm clouds formed directly above us. Out of nowhere, a huge flock of crows emerged and began cawing loudly as they circled over our heads in the pouring rain. 2 minutes later, the crows flew away and the sun returned. We all stood there in disbelief until one of the observers asked, did that really just happen? By far one of the weirdest and creepiest things I've ever experienced. Well, that's a wrap, you guys. Before we go, we wanted to let you all know that we are on the Tingles app. The link is in the description box below, or you can just search for the ASMR couple and you will find us, because we are the one and only ASMR couple on YouTube. So, with that being said, we love you guys so much. We hope you all enjoyed today's video, and we have so much more content in store. We're working so hard to film a lot of great videos for you guys, because you all deserve it. So, we love you, and I hope you have a very